workout for you. If you have balance issues or anything else that precludes you from doing the really fast, high intensity, high impact workouts that are all over the place online. So I made this for one of my clients, and it's focused just around this chair and a couple of tins of beans, so you can use bottles of water or anything that you want to use to give you a little bit of weight. You can use dumbbells too. 45-second rounds, 15 seconds rest in between them, and then you can do as many rounds as you like, but I'm going to do 3 with you right here. I'm going to start in 10 seconds, so pause the video if you need to get your things, and then we'll go cracking in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. We're going to curl and press. That's the first move. Curl and press. And you'll notice I got my back against the back of the chair. You don't have to. If you prefer to sit a little bit further forward, that's totally fine. Having the back against the chair means that you can focus a little bit on keeping your upper body still and just working your arms, okay? And you don't have to work your arms all the way up. You can go as far as your arms will allow you. They can go up to here or wherever you want to go. Just push it a little bit, but never past any pain or discomfort. You just want to work within what you can. We've got another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Next up, you can put these down, either put them on the floor or put them on something near you. We're going to start in 7 seconds. We're going to sit all the way to the front of the chair this time. 3 seconds, 2, 1. We're going to reach one foot out to the side and then back in. Out to the side and back in. And I'm not so much focusing on the foot moving out as I'm working on my knee. My knees want to point outwards. And I keep my hands just here just to remind myself of that. You can do whatever you want with your hands if you want to. But the main focus is just keeping those knees out. Preferably in line with your foot. So if you can make your feet point in the same direction as your knees, that's a bonus right there. You should feel this across your hips as you're moving. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to do some squats. We're going to squat from the chair, and if you need an extra bolster, any boost, then you can use a book or anything like that. But we're just going to do it straight from here. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Up and down. So a couple of things to think about while you're doing this is if you need some extra boost, you can just push through with your finger or your thumbs, just as you would when you're standing up from the chair. You want to keep your chest up as much as you can, but you don't have to be completely ramrod straight. And you want to keep your knees, again, you want to try to keep your knees in line with your toes. That's not possible for everyone, and that's okay. You just want to kind of think about pushing those knees outwards a little bit so that they don't buckle in as you go. All right, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to stand up. So I'm going to take one of my tins, well, I've taken 2 now. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to put one here. We're going to go side to side and touch the floor with the can. In 3, 2, 1. And I'm going to go down. And then I'm going to swap at the top here. And right now I'm holding on with my hand, which is helpful. But if you want to give yourself an extra challenge, you can move them straight across like that without holding the chair. And if you want to make it even more of a challenge, you can bring this above your head and down. Now the heavier the weight is, the harder this is going to be. Kilo bag of rice, some flour, maybe not flour because that'll go everywhere if it bursts, but rice, bottles of water, anything that gives you a little bit of weight. And this is probably the toughest move of the round. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're going to take 15-second rest. And then we're going to work 25 seconds on each side on this next one. We're going to do one side at a time. And I call them foot fans, or foot swirls, foot stirrers, yeah. And we go out to the side, and back, and back. Nice and simple. You should feel this in your hip, and then in your butt. Your hip as you go out, and in your butt as you go back. Try to keep your body facing towards the chair, and not like bending through the back or anything. Just keeping it still. Good. And swap to the other side. Out to the side. Bump. Good. And if you want to make this tougher, you can sit into it. Bend that knee and sit. Good. Got another 5 seconds now. Out to the side. Don't go fast. Go nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. And you're going to get a minute's rest, or 50 seconds rest from there. That's round number 1. Now you can stop here if you want. You don't have to keep going, but I would recommend doing at least 2 rounds of this, or if you can, just like 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. You can play the video 2 times and do 6 rounds if you want to. But probably enough with watching it once through if you're not having all the time in the day. We're going to do all of these movements again. And feel free to kind of change up how you're doing them every round, maybe make them harder as you go, maybe use the different versions of the movements as you go. You're going to start in 10 seconds. I'm going to sit back again, and I'll show it to you from the side this time. So 3, 2, 1, and we go. Yeah? Good. Nice and slow. And you know, you can count the amount of reps you do if you want, but you don't have to. You can just do this. If you count the reps, it's a nice and easy way to measure your progress, but there's no need to. You don't have to measure progress and all that stuff. If you just enjoy doing the movements, that's good enough. If you just feel like you've done a workout, that's good enough. 10 more seconds here. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring that down. I'm going to move this up to the front of the chair. And again, I'm going to reach that knee out to the side. So 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Bring it out and back in. And out and back in. Good. And out. Oh, I'm doing... Swap the sides around. You know what? I lose focus sometimes. It's fine. If you forget to do it on one side, maybe just do as many as you did, or roughly as many as you did on one side, and then keep going, alternating sides. It's entirely up to you how you want to do this. Good. 10 more seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15 seconds rest. And I'm just going to show you. Here's a book. I'm going to put that down. If you need a book on there, use a book. This will make it a lot easier. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So this will really help me to get those squats in. So if you're struggling to get to a certain certain height or a certain lower height, then it's totally fine to just go for a higher one for now. The main thing is continually working, and if you start to feel not like it's easy, but if it's not like pushing you to the limit, then start to consider, maybe I could go down a little bit. Challenge yourself as you're going through the rounds. Maybe start with a couple of books on and then move it down to not using books at all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to take 15 seconds. I'm going to grab these. And again, I'm going to do this from the side. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. One side and the other side. And like I said, you don't have to bring it all the way down. If you struggle to come all the way down, just focus on the upper portion. Whatever works for you. If you want to do the lifting up to the top but not go all the way down, that's fine too. Do whatever works for you on the day and whatever works for your circumstances. If all I do is this, that's fine too. Yeah? It's your workout, not mine. Good. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that down. We're going to do some foot stirs. Stir that pot in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We're going to do 25 seconds on one side, 25 seconds on the other side. Then we're going to rest 1 more minute, or 45, 50 seconds, and then go again one last time. And again, if you want to make it tougher, you can sit down on it. You can try, if you're feeling brave, put a hand off, or you take both hands off. This will really help with that balance work. Good, and swap to the other side. Done. I made us go for 30 seconds there, so we're going to do a full 30 seconds on the other side as well. Which means we have 15 seconds to go. I can really feel that on the leg that's on the ground. 3, 2, 1. All right, 45-second rest, last round coming up. Well, don't do that. I'm going to join you at the front here again. 30 seconds of rest. Now, like I said, this is your workout, so do what works for you. Different things might work for you on different days. Just give it a go and try the different things and find out how it works for you. I'll talk through a couple of main points as I've been doing as we go through this last round. So we're going to start in about 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Now you might have noticed one point that I'm going to talk about now. As I was getting ready for this set, I kind of set myself up with a nice proud chest, and I'm not sitting back this time because I wanted to show you that this is the kind of control we're looking for, is making sure that we're not using our body to heave it and that we're not letting it swing or anything like that. We just want to go nice control, very robotic almost. But it's fine if your arms kind of go off to the side or whatever else. Just do what works for you. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to rest for 15 seconds. I'm going to put these away. Boop. Again, we're going to bring those feet out wide. If you're sitting on a book for this, by the way, that'll make it a lot easier. 3, 2, 1, and go. Because if you're sitting on a book for this, it'll kind of, you'll slide on the book. So you might want to put the corner forward like that so that you're not catching on the corner. Another good useful tool for this is yoga bolsters, like yoga blocks. They're very useful for this kind of movement. If you have one of those around. If you don't, I don't think they're very expensive. They're very useful for doing this kind of work because you have something that's very easily accessible and it doesn't weigh much, so you can move it around. All right, another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we're going to stand up for a squat. Again, I'm going to move that around. All right, let's get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Now, if you're feeling like you're at the right height for you, so you don't want to go any lower, but it's feeling a little bit easy, why not grab these? You can just bring these with you, and you can do a little curl as you stand. Another way that you can use these, rather than doing the curl, is to go from here and reach them up like that. That's another good shoulder workout. Just getting that extra little bit of exercise into each movement. Entirely optional, of course. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the bonus is, I'm already holding it. I don't have to pick it back up again. All right. Last round, last couple of movements. Side to side, touches. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Down, down, nice one, down. And really important thing here, don't lock your knees out when you're doing the squats or when you're doing these, yeah? You don't want to lock your knees out at the top because that makes it a lot harder to bend them as you come down again. So try to keep that in mind so that your knees don't go clunk back to the back. You don't want to bend the wrong way. 10 more seconds. I'm feeling this now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 15-second rest. Very last round. I'm going to move forward a little bit. Let's stir that pot, shall we? 3, 2, 1. Out to the side and back in. You can point those toes if you want, but you don't have to. I like to just let my foot do whatever it wants to do. My main focus right now, all I really want to focus on is this and then this. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And swap to the other side, shake it loose and go. Now, ostensibly I'm working the leg that's moving, but I'm also at the same time, especially if I sit down on it, working that leg that's on the floor, because that's what's keeping me stable. And it's not just up here, even though that's what's sore. You're working all of those little muscles going down the leg. Good. In 3, 2, 1, and relax. And that is the whole workout. That is about 17 minutes of movement, and as you see, it's just the same 5 movements over and over again. And you can do this with just 1 round, do it with 2 rounds, but do all 3 rounds. You can restart the video if you want and do them again. Another great feature that exists in YouTube is that you can go to the settings of the video, just turn the speed of the video down. So if you want more time with the movements, you want to take a little bit more time with the movements, you want more time to rest in between movements, so you might want to do 1 set but make it for longer, you can do that. So where you would find the closed captioning in the video is where you would find that information, and you can turn the speed down or up by a factor of like 1/4. So you can do 3/4 of normal speed, half speed, and 1/4. And even though I'll sound a little bit dozy, the movements will still be super clear and it will be super easy to follow. And that is all I have for you today. If you have any feedback, if you have any requests, anything like that, please let me know, and I'll see if I can make another one of these videos maybe in the next month, but we'll see about that. Alright.